Hearts from you.
What happens if I pray to him now? Oh, give it back. Give back my heart. I just literally got it. He literally just yoinked my heart and I just got it. What? This fucking guy.
That's so funny. I'm recording this just because it's so funny, this bit. For reference, everybody, Jelly just found like the evil statue in the I don't want to spoil where it is, but
Is he trying to. What?
he found the evil statue and he's freaking out. This is his first time ever seeing it.
Give me a heart or give me stamina. What? Is he trying to make a deal for my heart?
It's just
Is he gonna yoink my stamina if I tell him to give me my heart back? No, we can keep it. You can keep it. I don't want. I'm done. This fucking guy yoinked my heart, and he's like, "I can give you something else, but I'll take something else."
No,
Okay,
he
fuck off.
trades. So like he'll convert your
He just
stamina and
yoinked
I know the
it.
first one he just surprises you and it's like that was
Do I
so
get it
funny.
back?
Yeah, he gives it back. If you ask for stamina or if you ask for a heart, you pay him like 20 rupees and he gives you that. So like if you get a bunch of hearts and you decide later on in game you want stamina instead, you can go talk to him and he'll take a heart and give you stamina.
Mm.
So he'll convert your one thing to the other for money.
Give me my heart back. Thank you.
Dude, that was so funny. He yoinked my heart, bro. Oh, that was great. Oh man, I wish I caught that first reaction on recording. That was hilarious.
Now he wants me to pay him to yoink my stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
you pay him I think like 20 rupees and he'll make an exchange for you and he'll like trade your
If
things
I
for you.
want it back, I would need 120. He upped the price for giving it back. What? I hate this guy. No, can I just like throw a bomb at him and blow him up or something?
No, unfortunately no. He was actually originally in Hateno Village. I don't know if there's one still there or not, but
I'm
um
so sorry. You better be sorry. Why do you let me go in there?
this is so funny.
I heard a creepy. Why didn't you tell me beforehand? He yoinked my stuff and he wants me to pay to get it back.
He's the con man.
I'm getting scammed.
Oh man.
You tell me about this stupid statue after he steals my stuff. Okay. Why didn't you tell me beforehand?
I
Okay.
wanted you to experience. I asked you if you found
No,
him in the first
you,
game.
this lady's like, oh, sorry, I didn't tell you, but don't go in there. Like, there's an evil guy, and they're like, what? Why didn't you tell me when I went in? Before I went in?
Oh man,
God,
it was too funny.
it's like that.
I was like, did you meet him in the first game? And you were like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. And then you were like, he yoinked my heart. Oh man, that was priceless.
This lady is like this. He's like, you step on a bomb, and then this lady's like, just like, oh yeah, there's a bomb right there. Like, no shit, I just stepped on it. What?
Man.
Oh my god. She gives me money. You better give me money for that. Oh my god. And it's that kid's allowance. Even better. Oh my god. I'm gonna bully that kid if I see him. Because he didn't clean up, I got my stuff yoinked. Oh my god. I wish I was streaming, dude. Why did I put a stamp here? Oh.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And wedgies using me for content. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna milk it dry, dude. That was
Oh
hilarious.
my god. If you want to
I
milk
I
it dry.
genuinely wish I had recorded like 10 seconds earlier just to hear you go, "He stole my heart." It was so funny, dude. It was so good. Oh man.
There was like I oh
He
my god.
yoinked my
There's
heart,
a
dude.
bunch of good moments that I had just playing, but I hear myself because I have your stream up. I was wondering what that was.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, I'm gonna mute on my end. Okay, but oh my, I had like some like similar moments while I was just playing, and oh, I wish I was recording, but I think I need like a little what's it called, little capture card,
Hmm.
but I don't have one. It's like fuck.
So I have an Elgato 4K, and it's originally supposed to be used for webcams. Like if you have like a DSLR camera and you want to turn it into a webcam, you plug the Elgato into the HDMI port of your camera, and then plug the other end of the Elgato into your PC's HDMI port. Um, but instead, you can actually plug it into your Switch. And so instead of getting like a $500 capture card, you can get a $100 little Elgato card, and it does the exact same thing. You just have to download some extra software for it, and it
So you're
comes with like an
using a
HD.
webcam as a capture card?
No, no, no. So there's a chip. There's like it's almost like an Amazon Fire Stick. It almost looks like that. It's just like a really big USB stick basically,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an Elgato 4K,
Mm-hmm.
and I got it from one of the streamers that I actually followed called Basil Mouse. She like helped me
Oh.
like figure it out and like set it up because that's what she uses. I noticed she was streaming Breath of the Wild the other day, and I was like, hey, or like back when I was gonna stream Breath of the Wild, I found her, and so I was like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, what do you use to stream on your Switch? Because I want to buy a Switch and stream Breath of the Wild so I can play Tears of the Kingdom, and beat Breath of the Wild before it comes out. And she was like, oh, I use this, and so she gave me all of her like tech or whatever. She like showed me what she runs, and so I
Mm-hmm.
bought it, and it's only $100. It's not even. I think
Oh,
it's actually 99. But most capture cards are like $300, like some of the crazy ones.
dang.
And so she was just like, yeah, I was on a budget, and this just streams my Switch directly into my computer, and then you
Hmm.
add it as a media source on OBS, and it like registers it. And so like my visuals are all just like a little HDMI cable inside of a little USB stick, and then I plug the USB stick into my PC, and it like works. It just takes it as like another media thing, kind of like how like
That's
you plug your mouse into like a USB port and like it does something. Like
oh.
I plug my Switch into a USB port. I actually plug the dock into the USB port, and then I put the Switch on the dock. And so whenever I play, I have the Joy Cons out and in the little handle thing. Like my
That's what I do.
yeah. And so like I have that out, and so my Switch is technically sitting on top of my computer right now, and I just have the Joy Cons like in the little handle thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like the dock is plugged into the PC, and so the PC registers it as um a media source, so it like streams whatever is on the screen for the Switch. Because that's how it works technically for like your TV. Like if you HDMI cable your Switch into your TV, it
Mm-hmm.
does that. The little Elgato thing though just turns it into a USB type plug, and then it
Like an
registers it as a
adapter,
media source, so like
right?
your computer knows what to do with it. But yeah, it's pretty cheap actually. Like if you already have a Switch, it's just $100, and then you get like a
Oh.
little capture
Okay, here's
card.
the thing. I got a new Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Remember how I said I lost all my stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I did get like a little like a Switch Lite that played like some games in the past,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like someone else's, so I got it for pretty cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But when I started playing Breath of the Wild,
Mm-hmm.
um, I noticed like Breath of the Wild last week, I noticed like oh like the what's it called, the right thumbstick
Yeah.
was like it could not move up and down that well. And for like I'm like, oh, for some of the bosses and stuff, I need to look up and down.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was like, fuck. So I was like, I can't beat the game because I needed to look up and down a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this I could probably get a new Switch. So I got then the little new one based off this
Mm-hmm.
game.
Oh, you got the
I
Tears of
was
the
like,
Kingdom Switch?
yes,
Nice.
because
That's what I have.
I because I wanted the like I always wanted to get one of them, an
Mm-hmm.
OLED one,
Yeah.
and I thought I was like, oh, fancy design, and it's a good one, and I can get it in like a day. Like it'll ship in a day. I'm like, oh, so I
Yeah,
just
I
got
went
it.
I went to the store across the street from my house, like or not across the street, like 2 blocks away. I bought mine online and I was like, oh, it's gonna take a couple of days, and then it was like in-store pickup, and I was like, oh, I'll do that. And then it was like it's gonna be like 5 hours, and I was like, oh man, I'll be at work by that time, like it's ready
Mhm.
to be picked up. And then it like was ready 20 minutes later, so I just drove down the street and I got it. And I was like, yay!
Yeah,
It
so
was
I
good.
was like for me, I got it like on Amazon because
Hmm.
it's like ship like tomorrow. It'll ship the next day.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh, because anyways, I just buy everything on Amazon. Which, by the way, they're like, oh, we should get like a credit card or something just because I buy so much stuff on it. They're just like really
Yeah,
selling me
I
stuff
use my
like
credit
get
card
this
for
now.
everything because you build credit on it.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, and get a credit card with us because since you're buying a lot of stuff on this, anyways. Like,
Well, I don't have an
oh,
Amazon credit card, but yeah, I do use a credit card for everything.
yeah, well, I'm like, sheesh.
Like
But I
I
got it
don't
next day.
I don't like overdraft on my credit card. Like if I'm buying something, I have the money for it, but like
Yeah,
I'll buy it on my credit card and then pay it off.
yeah. When I buy something that I always make sure I have money.
Hmm.
Like, I don't want to like go negative or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got new Switch. I wanted to like use my monitor to play, but my I had to get like a cheap monitor because I didn't have much money when I lost everything,
Hmm.
and I don't really have much to spend right now. So I'm like, it's like if I want to stream it, I would have to at least get like a capture card and maybe like a new monitor too. I'm like, I was like, just get the Switch and play, you know. So I
Okay.
was like, so that's what I'm just doing right now. But like I think I like you're saying like you got yours for like 100-ish, right? 90.
Yeah, I got my little chip for exactly $99.
Yeah, it's like maybe I might get that, but like I'm already in the middle or I'm already playing Breath
Who cares? Just
or
get it.
Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, but like if I want to play, I want to do it from start to finish. But
I mean, I just stream whenever I play in general. Like I don't like I'm not here to make content. It just so happens that I get to make content because of it.
well, like if it's like a story game, I would like to stream it from start to end, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
But if it's like a game not based off story primarily, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't care wherever I
Yeah.
am. But since this is like just a story based game, like I would like to stream it. Like the last main game I played was like a Yakuza game.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much streamed it start to finish or start to almost finish because like stuff happened so I couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
But like it was like how many hours? Like every even like the little things I streamed everything. And it was such a I just really love that game. But it was such a good game. Like I think I did 12, 24 hours straight
Mm-hmm.
just playing it. I was like, God dang. But that's like what I kind of want to do with Breath of the Wild. But I'm already playing it. But I might do that for Pikmin, the new one coming out.
Oh yeah.
Because I I think I only played like one of them before, but I loved it. So I really want to play the new one. So I did it for that. But I also haven't streamed in forever. So I'd have to like get everything set up and you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, maybe I'll start streaming, but it is summer, so I don't really have anything right now. So like maybe I'll start streaming, but at the same time, like maybe not, because if I do stream, I don't know like how often, you know.
Yeah. Like I
But
said,
yeah,
I just stream whenever I play, and so like if I don't play, I don't stream. It's not that big a deal to me. So like,
for
I mean, and I don't think I don't think this card's ever gonna like get old or anything. Like this is probably the only thing I'll ever need for because I think this works the same way for consoles and stuff too. Like I would just plug my console's HDMI out port into my PC. Like if I was gonna play on like the PS5 or like the Xbox, like I'd do the same thing. So
we haven't played anything. I forgot. I said I wanted to play, but I didn't play anything.
it's fine. I
I
like
got
talking. Remember, I'm
I
going to
got
that movie later
sidetracked with
anyways, so like it's fine.
oh, when are you going to a movie?
Possibly 8:45. we don't know if we're doing
I
8:45 or
just got
9 or
confused
what.
because it's like it's 9. I'm like, huh?
No, yeah,
Or my
not
time
yeah,
it's
my time,
9.
my
I'm like,
time.
huh? But
Um,
you're like 2 hours behind, right?
yeah, right now it's 7:13 for me.
And then you say you're going at like 8:45.
Yeah, so not like super close, but like we wouldn't be able to play for like 6 hours straight or anything like that. Like we do something. I don't care.
Breath of the Wild, 6 hours straight right here, right now. No, let's see.
Dude, if nobody had like texted me or anything like I called Emerald and I was like, "Yo, do you want to like go to the movies or something?" Because we both want to see Fast and the Furious 10 movie. And
Mm,
so we had talked about it last week, but I didn't know if I was going to be free or not because I took today off because I thought we were celebrating my dad's birthday. Turns out we're celebrating it next Sunday, so like I have to ask for that off as well. And so I texted him when I found out. I was like, "Oh, it's actually the next Sunday, so I am free because I already asked for it off." So I was like, "If you want, we can hang out tomorrow." I texted him that at like midnight, and he was like, and he got back to me at like 2 a.m. and he was like, yeah, we could do that if like I'm available. I don't know if I'll be available or not." So like, if he hadn't called me back, I was literally just gonna do some yard work. Like
yeah.
I did yard work already, and then I was either gonna go to the beach or just play like Tears of the Kingdom all night, like
I think
till
these
like 11
last
o'clock
two
at night.
days I have literally been playing like all night. But I've just been exploring. I haven't done story, but oh my god, it's been so fun. And I think from one of like the little cutscene things,
Mm-hmm.
like the little tears,
Yeah.
I think I've seen some enemies I haven't seen yet. Like, oh my god, those like fighting those are gonna be so
Oh,
scary.
probably, yeah.
I'm like, oh, what is that? I haven't seen that yet. Oh no.
I actually haven't come across that many new enemies.
Well, I
Um,
think most of them are new for me because
well,
I do like that they're like they got smarter, the enemies, technically, because like in the
yeah,
first game they're just like very primitive. Now they're
they
using
just kind
like
of goober
tools and
around.
stuff.
Yeah,
They're using tools, armor, and things like that's really cool to be
yeah, I like
honest.
the armor guys. I mean, they're a pain, but it's interesting that they do it.
I just
Um,
throw a bomb for that.
yeah, you could
Their
just get a
armor's
rock hammer and
gone.
break the armor, and it's easy. But like, the monkey dudes that hang out in the caves, like they're pretty cool.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
And then there's the tiny little like the mini dragons or like the little pterodactyl dudes that carry bokoblins and like crates around and stuff. I haven't
I like how
actually
they
fought.
die in one shot.
Yeah, dude. I haven't. I've only fought one because I was underground and I just like heard it
I
coming,
don't
and so
understand.
I just targeted it and shot, and it died. And I didn't even see what it was. But dude, my brother was playing like a few days ago.
They dash at you, by the way.
Yeah, they like do that little spiral thing.
It's scary if they dash at
Um,
you.
but my brother was like really far away from one, and he just like sniped it from like a mile away, and it insta died. And I was like, "Wait, you actually killed it?" And he was like, "Yeah, why
Yeah, they're
wouldn't I?" And I
really
was like,
weak.
"Because I thought they would have had more health, let alone you actually hit it."
No,
And he
they're
was like,
really
"No, they
weak.
insta die if you hit them." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh." So,
The monkeys I thought were so weird because like I think I set one of them on fire, right?
hmm
And then he was just like trying to put out the fire, but then after he was like just crazy laughing, just jumping up and down in place. I'm like, what's going on with this monkey?
yeah, they are kind of weird. Um, but the
They're
first time I
weird. Like,
fought him, I was inside like the Hyrule Castle wall area, like where the where you talk to the
where's
captain.
that?
Where you go to talk to the
Oh,
captain at the very
the
beginning.
captain. Yeah.
There's that guard that stands outside the door on your way up to the captain. He's like, you
Oh
can't come in
yeah.
unless the captain. If you go in there, there's a bunch of them in there, and there's like a dungeon in there.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a little mini dungeon in
I
there.
haven't been in there.
But like that's where I first fought them, and I fought like black ones. Like they were super high level, and so I got my butt whooped like the first time I fought it. But I went back 5 minutes later, and then like they threw boulders at me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, watch this." And so
Yes,
I
it's a
used the rewind ability on the boulders, and the
Oh
boulders
my
go back and
god.
hit them, and I was like, "Yeah, that's right, stupid. Like that's what you get." So it's actually kind of fun to fight them now because like I know what I'm doing. And if you just get a bow with an eyeball on it, you can snipe them. Like you can one shot them basically.
Yeah, I forgot about the eyeball thing. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah. The eyeballs are super helpful because you just kind of shoot like into the room, and the eyeball curves the arrow. And so like I just kind of shoot towards the ceiling area, and like I don't even have to be standing in the room. Like I was standing in the hallway, like, and so I just shot through the doorway, and I shot kind of upwards, and the eyeball like automatically like curved up, and it hits them in the head too, so it crits
oh,
them. And
dang.
if they're high enough off the ground and they're low enough level, like when they land on the ground, they just die because they take fall damage too. So like
Mm.
if you don't kill them with your single arrow, like they sometimes just die from fall damage. So they're like actually really fun to fight. Um, but
Yeah,
and then I've
they
fought
hit hard, by the
and then I
way.
fought like the giant piggy dudes.
Which
Um,
I seen them in like the little blood moon thing,
yeah,
and I've only seen one in the snowy area, but I was like up the mountain, like I'm not gonna go back down to fight them
those
because I
ones
was
are
going out
actually
there for a
kind of
mission.
annoying to fight because although they have a health bar, they don't work like the giant Cyclops guys do. Like they don't have like like regular
They don't
attacks.
drop
Like they
their eyeball.
no they do. Like they drop stuff, but like their
Oh,
attacks are different.
oh
Like they
wait, I
attack you just
thought
like a regular bokoblin does. And so
I think
like
I.
if you try to
Oh,
hit them
those
with
are
like
the alive versions of it?
yeah, there are.
Because I think I've been fighting the skeleton ones.
Yeah, so you've been fighting Stallnoxes. The regular ones with like skin and stuff are called
Yeah,
Hinoxes. But
yeah,
then
I
there's the
remember.
two-eyed
Oh,
ones, and I don't remember what they're called. They're just giant piggies, basically. But
oh, they're
like,
like I think it's like king or boss because I took a picture of
yeah, it's a
them.
boss bokoblin or something like that. But I actually don't like them because just like I can't stand using claymores in Zelda because they swing too slowly. Like
I've been
anytime you go up
using
against a
mainly.
bokoblin and you do an individual swing, like it's too
That's
slow, and
why I
so they hit
hated.
you.
Oh my god, Wedgie, you just remind me why I hated the fast scanning in the first one. Because I was mainly like only using claymores.
Yeah, you can never hit
And
them. They hit you
no,
like
okay, I hit him. Okay, I got the thing. Like it works for the fast scanning.
yeah.
Claymores, I was doing pretty good. But then like after I died a few times because the glitches and stuff, um like I like my claymore just stopped doing like the combo or the thing I was used to because like when you attack with a claymore it's like one big hit and it's just a little pause and another one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it at first, but when I was fighting him, like after I do like the little dodge or parry,
Yeah.
or the dodge, not parry.
The flurry
After the
rush,
little,
yeah.
no, not that's sort of parry. I mean the dodge, like when you just dodge him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not activating flurry rush. Um, you jump back, or yeah, you essentially jump back, and then you can hit, right?
Yeah.
But with claymores, like you can't get two hits in. But
Yeah, they're too
typically,
slow.
I always get four hits in whenever I do that. And
Mm-hmm.
then after a while, I only got one. I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
And then I figured out it's because after I jump back and don't trigger flurry rush, you have to like how do I say this? You press the sprint button like
Mm-hmm.
right after you land
Yeah.
because then you'll do like a charge. It'll technically count as a charge.
Yeah.
So you'll do one swing and it'll instantly follow up with the second swing. So you'll stagger him, and then you get like another 2 to 3 hits on the fast scan. And I didn't
Interesting.
realize that until a bit later. And then once I figured that out, way easier because I was like, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. I was like,
Yeah.
and the thing is, like, my whole like melee weapons were like claymores from then. So like,
Yeah.
so I was like, it was really tough. Like, I didn't have like the game was just weird because I haven't played it in forever.
Yeah.
He kept glitching, and I only had claymores, so like that boss fight was so hard for me.
So what I've been
And then
doing in Tears of the Kingdom for it, because I still don't like how slow claymores are, but obviously they do more damage.
yeah,
I've just been attaching them to the end of my short sword.
oh my god,
Because people like get a claymore and then they attach like a axe or something to it, or like they'll attach like a horn to it or something, to up the damage. And
I
because
don't
because
attach
the
it to the claymore.
you should I attach everything to one of my weapons,
Like
because it's not worth it otherwise. But
I,
like
I think
so instead of getting a claymore and attaching something to it, I'll get a claymore and a short sword, and I'll just attach the claymore to the short sword, and then the short sword swings the claymore at short sword speed. So you
I think
do
the
claymore damage, but like with like a short sword's like attack maneuvers, and so it's super OP. And that's what
I
I've been doing.
I know in the snowy area, I
Mm-hmm.
got a spear
Yeah.
with the claymore attached to it, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It's so stupid because that spear makes wind. So like right after I hit them with the like claymore at the end, I have really long reach. So after I hit
Mm-hmm.
them, they just get sent flying back.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
like,
I learned something today on TikTok, or I guess on Instagram, but it made its way from TikTok to Instagram. If you attach mushrooms, like if you attach a Hylian mushroom,
bouncy.
it bounces them. Dude, I saw that
Yeah,
today and the guy went like flying and I was like, what?
yeah, I was
So I might
fighting
start doing that. I don't know.
like by like the little um first area you're at, right?
Mm-hmm.
I find a little camp, and apparently that's for a side quest. And I didn't notice. I just saw a camp of this dude sleeping, and I'm just like sneak attacking all of them. But then I mess up once, and they're all wake, and the rest wake up. And then these dudes come at me with like hammers with mushrooms on them, and I just get sent flying around.
Yeah, dude. It's
And then
so
all of a
funny to
sudden,
me.
I know. The thing is, I didn't know it was a side mission. So once like they noticed me,
Mm-hmm.
this army of like humans are like right there trying to help me fight. I'm like, where did you guys come from? Like, and they're like, thanks. I didn't know the captain sent you. Like, I didn't know he sent me either. I was just trying to
Yeah.
kill these guys. Like,
Yep.
what? I was like, huh? Where? I I just found that really funny. I'm just attacking these guys, and this army was behind me. Like, thanks. I didn't know you were here to help. Like, I didn't know either. Sheesh.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
that good, dude. Oh.
What I do for most of my big battles, like if there's a big group of guys now, um,
Mhm.
it doesn't work if they're wearing armor, but I'll get out my frost rod, which is just a sword with a sapphire attached to it, and I
Mm.
freeze everybody.
Does it
And it,
shoot the little balls?
the ice one doesn't shoot balls; it does a big gust of cold wind, and it literally
Oh
freezes
yeah,
them
the ice
solid.
one does.
And
The ice one
so
is the AOE, right?
yeah, well, I don't. It's not
Yeah.
like exact. It's not splash damage, but like yeah, in the direction, like it kind of gets all of them. If you're
Really?
close enough.
Because the I know the with the rod,
Mm-hmm.
if you put like the sapphire on the magic rod,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's I'm pretty sure you don't charge it. Like just basic attack, you swirl, and it does a huge like frost AOE.
Oh, maybe
It's
that's what the
pretty
that maybe that's what the magic wands are for then, because all mine are just swords with gems on the ends of them. So they just swing like a regular
hmm.
sword does, and then the elemental stuff comes out after. But like yeah, so I'll freeze everybody, and you can either hit them with a fire element after that, and it insta kills them. Just
Hmm.
like how if you go into like a frozen area and you have the frozen slimes, or like the frozen
You know,
Lizalfos, if
there's
you hit them with a fire element, it insta kills them because like the change in temperature. Or you can just freeze everybody solid and push them off a cliff. And that's kind of fun too. Like they just slide really easy because they're ice now. And so like I push
hmm.
them off a cliff or like into a river or something like that, and then they wake up and they die, and it's really funny.
I know there's certain types of armor. Like I found like in the stony place, I found a I thought at first I thought it was like cold resist chest plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was actually like if you wear it in cold area, it'll apply like the freeze kind of buff on your weapons. So I
Oh,
thought that was
really?
pretty cool. Yeah.
Huh.
Like I was just like exploring a bit and I found these people and like, hey, we need some stuff from the cave, but I already had this stuff because I was exploring underground. Like I didn't even go in the cave.
Yeah.
But then I go in and then it's like, oh, here's a chest piece at the end. And it's like where this when like if you're in a cold area, you'll do cold damage to enemies there. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But I didn't know it
That's
was like
cool.
a full set.
Hmm. That's interesting.
And there's like if you cook certain things, like I saw that like, oh yeah, you'll get more damage in cold areas or more damage in hot areas. Like, oh, so I didn't know it was like armor sets too. I thought it was food at first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. Huh. I'll have to look for that one.
It's on the way to the bird town from the first game.
Okay. Gotcha. Interesting.
And what else was there? Like I know you get like an evil suit from the labyrinth, but that
Mm.
takes a bit of time. Like
Yeah.
the normal one, pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
The it's just I'd say the sky one is hard because just get in there is a bit hard.
Mm. Yeah.
Like the because you have to use like the little like floaty platform thing
Mm-hmm.
to get there,
Yeah.
but it will run out before
Yeah,
it'll
if you're
time
not
out.
careful, it runs out.
So, but I figured out how to get there in time.
Hmm.
What I did was essentially Um, I got as close as I could, but just
Yeah.
still pretty far.
Yeah.
And then attach rockets to it, and then just launch myself all the way over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, but it'll time out before you get there. So I put like a little spring, and then just launch myself up high, and then glide to it. And there's a little TP there, so
Hmm.
you can just TP after you reach it.
So you just like make the craziest like launch contraption basically known to mankind and launch yourself? Is that what you do?
The no, no, essentially, I just put rockets, boost my way over there really quick because I know it's on the time limit, and
Hmm.
then put the spring since I got really close to glide the rest of the way. But
Interesting.
I will say you have to do the ground one first before I can do the sky one.
Oh, you do? Like, yeah, it doesn't let you use it.
Like it won't. It says like how do I say this? And the ground one will unlock something before you can. Well,
That allows you to
pretty
do
much,
the upper one.
yeah.
Okay.
And then the upper one will let you do the one below ground
Okay, because
because
there is a big building that I found towards like the Gerudo Desert underground area, and it's got bars over it, and I can't open it. So I wonder if it's that.
yeah, because the maze is top left, I'm pretty sure.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to do the one on land first,
Hmm.
then sky unlocks the ground, and you just dive straight down into the ground one. And the ground one is really short. It's just like tier 3 cube monster,
Mm.
which I don't understand the difference besides more health between the tiers of the cube monsters.
I'm
Like they don't.
assuming if you let it attack you long enough, the attacks will get harder and like different and stuff.
Oh, I do remember the third one.
Hmm.
You know how he has like that energy cube, right?
Yeah.
The third one will switch every like every second or two.
Like it'll
Like the
switch
place
where
of
the
the
energy cube
energy.
is.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
that was the
interesting.
difference. But here's the thing: if you're quick enough,
Hmm.
you can grab it, and even though it switches spots, it'll still like have it count as it being grabbed. So it can.
Oh, that's
Does that make sense?
interesting.
Yeah, it's
See,
like if you
I
grab it,
haven't tried
it
to grab
doesn't.
it yet, but I noticed that it was highlighted. But I haven't tried it yet because I know most of the you can't normally grab any of the enemies like they're living things. You can't grab the living things. Um, at least you couldn't do that in the first game, and so I assumed you couldn't in the other game. But yeah, I bet you can, and it works
Wait,
because it's a robot, so it doesn't
you
count as a
haven't
living
used
thing.
the magnet on it on them?
The ultimate hand, yeah, I have.
Okay, because I'll
But
say
like
like you know
I've
you can
only
just
clicked it
pull
for
their
like half a
body
second
apart.
though. Yeah, I've only clicked it for like a second though. Normally I just hit it with a bow and shock it.
Really, because when I first fought it,
Hmm.
like I literally was like, what if I can just pull the
Pull the
blocks
blocks
off him?
apart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I just started pulling his body apart, and but then I figured out like you just have to go for the energy one.
Can you pull every single block off of it, or just the big one,
Um,
just the main one?
uh,
Because it'd be funny if you
okay,
could
I
pull
don't
off like
know.
all the other blocks and
I
like
don't know if you
toss him
can
off the
pull.
island, and so he has less and less blocks
Oh,
every
okay.
time until he's
What
down to the
happens? Like
last one.
I know you can pull the blocks off him, but like after like you get the cube, like the
Hmm.
energy one,
Yeah.
and then it like all the blocks go back to him.
But yeah, see, that's what I'm
So
wondering. I wonder if like you threw it off like the Sky Island, if it would still come back to him, or if it would be like out
it
of
still comes
range, or
back to
what,
him.
or if it would get stuck on the bottom of the island and like he'd be like stuck in the coming back animation or something weird.
Yeah, the blocks all come back to him. They just TP back to him. I tried
Oh,
it a bit.
yeah. See, that would be funny
Yeah.
though. It's like you just slowly take away his blocks, and he like the last time you take away his last block, and he's just a floating head, and he's just like, "What do you do?" Yeah.
And for the longest time, I didn't know what to do when he goes into the air. And then after I fought him a few times, like I can just like use the little like go through the roof thing to get up there. Like,
Oh, is
why
that what
didn't I
you
think of?
do?
Yes, I figured it out.
I don't do
But
that. Because I
like
keep thinking of it as entities, not living thing, or not as things that you can like touch and like stand on and stuff,
because like
which is
because
wrong because you could stand on the big rock dudes, but I haven't thought about it. Like, yeah, you could
yeah, because
probably
I was
just.
fighting one like on the sky platform. It was like just the arena. So I'm like I can't do anything.
Hmm.
Like I can't like go anywhere or do anything. And I didn't have much of the mechanical things. And since I tried like pulling his body off and it worked, I'm like, well, I didn't figure it out right away, but after a few times of doing it, I'm like, what if I can just um TP up, you know? Like
Yeah.
not TP, like go
So then
up.
do you just jump attack him? So like you hit the ground while you're on him then?
No, like when you go up, when he's in the air,
Yeah.
um you can stand on it and then you can I don't know if he'll knock you off, but what I do is I go up, go into the hand and just like shake it off.
Oh, so you're saying when he's standing up in like the person shape.
Not person shape, when he's just like a flat platform.
Yeah, okay. So you get on
Like
top of him when he's the platform, and then what do you do?
and then I just like because the energy keeps like always on top when he's on the tier 1 and 2, right?
Oh, mine
So
he's
you
always on the bottom. So like, or
really?
at least it's only one layer thick though. So I guess it's technically on the top, I think.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
every time he goes into the platform for me, I just get my bow out and I stun him with my bow.
Yeah, because usually when I fight him, he goes into the platform form. He's either way too high or to like even do anything. Like they can't shoot him or anything.
Mm,
And then or yeah, he's usually just way too high or I didn't know what to do. So I was like, okay, I'll try doing the plat like TPing up and it worked. I was like, oh, it worked.
interesting.
And then I only found that out by the way
Mm-hmm.
when I fought the tier 3 in the little last dungeon. So I've been
Oh,
fighting them
gotcha.
just like so usually what I've been doing was just like running a bit farther away so he resets back onto the ground and then
Mm-hmm.
just fight him again.
Yeah.
But then now that I figured that out, it's a lot easier to fight him.
Interesting.
His attacks don't change from any of the tiers. It's
Yeah.
just like the 1 and 2 is the same. 3, the cube changes place every few seconds.
Yeah, I've seen the ones where the cube changes places after a while, but um, I wonder if that means you can use the rewind ability on him too, and like move his main cube around and like break it off using
Um,
that. Like I bet you could do
I
that too.
I think so, but it uh I don't know. It's like it just moves. Yeah, it just moves every few seconds. So it's like, and then there's like a slight pause, like the one or
Well, I
two
mean,
second
think about it
pause.
like this. So think about like let's say he's a platform, and then he transfers into like the big standing upright guy.
Yeah.
What if you use the rewind ability on like the main cube and like it moves back the
Oh,
cube to
that's what
where
you
it was
mean.
when he was a platform? Because then it's I don't know if it would break the guy apart. Like I assume it would because it detaches it from the body. And on
Hmm.
top of that, now it's just floating somewhere in the midair, like all exposed, so you can just hit it like crazy. I bet you if your first two abilities work, I bet you the
Maybe.
rewind one works too. So we'll
Yeah, I
have to
don't know
try
if the
that.
yeah. Hmm. I didn't think about using rewind on him, but I guess that could technically work.
Yeah, because if he counts as like an object, and you can use your grab ability on him, your ulta hand, that means you could probably use the rewind as well.
What I'm guessing is like the cubes will just follow him because like it technically counts as one entity if it's just the
But that's the
energy
thing. So
cube.
I don't know if it'll rewind only the one cube you've selected, or if it'll rewind his whole thing, and so he'll go back into the platform shape.
All right, wait, I'll be right back with the bathroom.
All right, I'm gonna go too. Why not? Let's pause this real quick.
Okay, I'm back. Gee, oh my, that's my own voice. That's scary. Dang, I just dead. Wait, what's this? Hmm, not heard of that. Okay. Wedgie. Wedgie. Not here yet. Gosh dang it. Man, I just realized something. He's gone. I'll just play some Zelda. Let's go. Mhm. Oh. That's why. Okay. Oh. Okay, guys up. Okay. Um, where was he? He was here. Here? I I'm literally right there. I'm so stupid. I'm actually stupid. It's right. Right there. Oh, you. I have not talked to you yet. Oh my god. Hmm. 30? Kind of scam. No, go away. Where is the fat guy? Hmm. Ooh, wait, what do you sell? Ooh, oil. Nice. Nice. Mm, what? That guy was ripping me off. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, you're the horse chick. Ooh. Oh boy. Alright, so that's the next place I'm going to. Oh boy. Oh no. Where's the fat guy? You. I knew it. Mhm. This is my good sword then. I guess I can spare one. Oh, oh, that's such good timing.
Oh yeah, why?
You know how there's like the little when you clear like a puzzle or something, it makes a little
Mm-hmm.
doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. When he said when
It
he came
played when
back,
I
it
got
was
back.
yeah, going doo-doo-doo-doo.
That's great.
Because I just found like a little secret area in the well.
That's cool.
Oh, but I just realized after doing the first bit of the story,
Uh-huh.
it it reminded me of something from Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
What
That the
did it
first
what did it remind you about it though?
uh it's a little you care it's like it's not a spoiler of anything, but it's kind of something similar. You care
Mm-hmm.
if I say?
Sure, go ahead.
It kind of reminded me of the the Infinity Stones.
Oh yeah.
Something that you don't
Interesting.
realize once you do the first story bit. It's so stupid. It's
Oh,
like,
it's like
why did I think of Infinity Stones when I first saw it?
mm. I've been calling the stones that they have on their hands apostrophes. Because it's the same shape, or like a little parenthesis or quotation marks. It's like the same thing, so I've been
It's
calling
not.
it like she's carrying
It's
around an
not.
apostrophe.
It's not the stones that you're. Wait, are you talking
Yeah,
about Infinity War or Zelda?
no, the ones in Zelda, they're shaped like
Yeah, and Zelda is.
apostrophes.
I'm not talking about the stones. You'll notice. You'll figure it out why I think of Infinity Stones when you finish the first bit. I think the first bit is what's it called? The giant cloud.
Hmm.
Yeah, once you finish that bit, you'll figure out why I call it, why I think it's Infinity Stones, or why I
Mm.
think Infinity Stones. It's so stupid, but it makes sense. I forgot what I was saying last time. Before we both left. Is that another maze? Oh my!
I think we're gonna go at
Oh,
8 so I can get ready for the movie because I think we're gonna see the movie at 9 and I gotta drive to his house and the movie theater. So I'll
oh,
pop off in like 8 minutes.
already. Oh yeah, what was that? The thing he used as a capture card again?
Oh, it's the Elgato 4K. I think I can send you a link to it.
Alright, that'll be good because I might get it.
Let's see.
And you just plug it one side to your Switch and the other to your computer, right?
So it'll come with oh, it's Camlink 4K, sorry. Um let me just copy the link she gave me. Copy link. Let me make sure it's the right one. Yes. Okay, so that's the link to it. It's yeah, it's literally just the Camlink 4K. It's 99.99.
Mm-hmm.
You'll buy that, and it comes with a cable and stuff too. And then you'll go to the Elgato website, the same website that you buy it from,
Mm-hmm.
and there will be, I don't remember where it is. I'll have to look. I think it's just products, and there's an area where you go. Oh, if you go to the top right and you go to downloads, and then you scroll down, and I think you hit search all, and one of them is called, where is it? I think it's video capture. No, where is it?
Game
I
capture?
don't know. There's Oh, it's 4K capture utility for Windows, and it's version 1.7.10. You go to the website, and you scroll. If you
4K
go to
capture.
the
Oh, I
top
see it.
right, yeah. So that first one, 4K capture utility, that's the one you
Mm-hmm.
download for it. So you can get that now if you're gonna get it.
And
Um,
then you click.
and then
Oh, okay.
you download it and then you install it on your computer. Like that's just the exe. So you open it and install it, and then it does that. And then yeah, when you get the Elgato, it'll come with a cable and or no, your Switch comes with a HDMI cable, or at least it should have.
Mm-hmm.
You'll plug that HDMI cable into your dock, and then you'll plug the other end of that HDMI cable into the back end of that little USB chip.
Yeah.
And then you can either plug that USB chip into your PC directly, or it comes with an extender USB cable. And so you can plug the cable into the front end of that USB and then the other end of the cable into the computer, which is what I do because my Switch is kind of far from the back of my computer. But yeah, you literally just plug it into a USB port on your computer, and then you'll open up OBS and add a new media source, and it'll come up as possible media sources. And there's a couple little finicky things you have to do, like you have to go into like Windows sound settings and find the device. Like you have to
Oh, is it
find the
an
switch.
individual sound
Yeah, you have
or
to
something?
you have to like find the device, enable it, and click listen to it because
Oh, I
otherwise
know
your
how to.
sound is delayed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know
And
how to do that.
then I think once you have the software installed, it should just pop up on your media options. Like if I add a new media thing, oh no, I think it's a video capture device is what I use. So like when you go into OBS and you add a new source, it's video capture device. Because it recognizes it as a video camera because of the Elgato thing. Because the Elgato is normally used for
Hmm.
a DSLR. So you just do video capture device and it pops up as that. But it'll stream like I just turn on my Switch and it opens up on OBS. Like I can have the OBS scene there, like my gaming scene, and I have the video capture device like looking at it or whatever, like seeing it. It's enabled. But right now, like if you watch my stream right now, it just says Elgato because the Switch isn't turned on. So once I turn
Hmm.
the Switch on, it goes into the computer and then it like gives a signal. Um,
So,
but yeah,
hmm.
it's literally you just pay the 99.99 and it gives you the chip and the cable and then you install that software that I showed you and that's it. Like it just plugs in and works.
Yeah. So you just plug the first bit into
The
wait, what?
HDMI
You,
cable goes into one end on your Switch.
yes.
The other HD end of the HDMI cable plugs into the back end of the USB thingy, the chip. The
Hmm.
front end of the chip I plugged into my USB cable extender that comes with the chip because the USB thing itself is also kind of fat. So if you try to stick it on the back of your computer, it like kind of gets in the way of the other plugs. So I put the extender cable on it, and the extender cable's thin enough that it like fits in perfectly. And so I plugged the extender cable into the back end of my PC instead.
My it wouldn't be a problem because mine's not pushed up against the wall.
No, I
I
mean
just
like mine like it gets in the way of the other cables because like it overlaps onto the other ports. So like I have my mouse plugged in back there as well. Like the mouse plug and the Elgato computer chip like can't fit directly next to each other.
oh,
Yeah. So you just plug in the extender cable that comes with it and it fits.
huh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then you have to select listen when you do it, because otherwise your audio gets delayed by like 2 seconds and it's super freaking annoying because you'll like start running and it's quiet and then you stop running and then the audio is like plap 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 and you're like I
Yeah.
just stopped running, like it's really stupid.
Uh,
If you watch my first stream, you can see where I was testing my audio and what it was like, because I streamed it and like uploaded it and stuff. At least I think I uploaded it. I should have. Did I upload it? Uh, yeah, I think I did. Maybe not. I don't know. Um,
hmm.
but yeah. So like it's literally just that thing and then the install software that I showed you. And I can like help you like set it up or whatever if there's anything wrong and troubleshoot because I figured it all out myself. So, but it should be pretty straightforward.
Hmm, alrighty.
It took like I think 5 days to get to my house after I bought it, which was convenient. Like I bought it the day I bought my Switch, and then like 2 days or 3 days before like Tears of the Kingdom came out, it showed up, and so I played it that night.
Uh, wait, is this the capture thing? Capture utility? Is this
Yeah,
it's compatible with Caling Pro? I don't see the other one.
yeah.
But
It
does that
it
just
doesn't
work for
say
this
that it
one?
works for the other one, but it does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really weird. Like if you download the correct software for Camlink Pro or whatever for the Camlink 4K, it's literally
Mhm.
just audio driver software. Like there's nothing else. So like the first time I downloaded it, I just went to the 4K download section, like for the capture for that little chip download section, and like it didn't have anything. And I was like, what am I supposed to be downloading? Like it's all audio crap. And she told me she was like, well, actually no, she didn't tell me. I had to figure it out. I had looked it up on YouTube. But yeah, like if you go to the Camlink 4K and do their downloads, like for that product, it's not the right thing to do streaming. You just have to go to downloads in general and hit like select all if it's not there. Like I have all products selected, and then 4K capture utility is the one you want. But yeah, it doesn't. It just has like it has HD 60X. The HD 60X is the official um capture card, but it's like twice the price. And
Hmm.
I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna pay the $100 instead of $200 because I don't know why anybody would do it. I think it's just for higher resolution and like 60 FPS at 4K. But like my little Switch like doesn't even have that type of computing power, so I don't care. So like yeah, I just got that, and it's probably all I'll ever need because the rest of the games I play are on Steam, so it's fine. But yeah,
Hmm. Okay.
so
Nice.
I don't remember if they were shipping or not. I just know that's the price of the thingy. But yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
and it came pretty quickly. I got little install instructions or whatever how to like plug it in, but like there's not really much you have to learn. It's just two plugs and you plug it in. Um, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna take off. You have a wonderful night.